Windows XP Mode is a way to run older programs designed for Windows XP in certain editions of Windows 7. Hi, I'm Andy Sweet, a writer on the Windows team, but before we get into Windows XP Mode, if you're having trouble installing or running an older program, you can first try the Program Compatibility Troubleshooter. It's in every edition of Windows 7. Just right-click the program's icon and click Troubleshoot Compatibility, or click Properties and change the settings manually. But if that doesn't help the problem, then I'll show you in the next 5 minutes how you can use Windows XP Mode to get the program up and running in Windows 7. Windows XP Mode works in two ways. First, it's a complete version of Windows XP that runs in a window, almost if it were a program itself. Inside the window, you can do most of the things you'd normally do in Windows: run programs, save files, and connect to devices and networks. And second, after you install a program in Windows XP Mode, it's listed in two places: here in the Windows XP list of programs, and over here in the Windows 7 list of programs. Some things to know beforehand. Windows XP Mode wasn't really made for graphic-intensive programs like 3D games, or for programs with special hardware like TV tuners. Plus, you'll need to have Windows 7 Professional, Enterprise, or Ultimate Edition, and your computer needs a CPU that supports hardware virtualization. Before you begin, visit the website on your screen. There are a lot of system requirements, so make sure your PC can run Windows XP Mode first. To get started, we'll first download and install Windows XP Mode, which is a fully licensed version of Windows XP with Service Pack 3. Next, we'll install Windows Virtual PC, which is the program that runs virtual operating systems on your computer. Finally, after some initial setup tasks, we'll be able to install and run programs using Windows XP Mode. If you've already confirmed that your PC can run Windows XP Mode, go online to the Windows Virtual PC and Windows XP Mode website listed on your screen, and then click here to get started. On the Download page, choose your Windows 7 system type, Windows XP Mode language, and then click this button to download Windows XP Mode. It's a big file, so I recommend saving it to your computer in case you ever need to reinstall Windows XP Mode. After it's downloaded to your computer, double-click the file to open it. I'll accept the default location where the virtual hard disk will be stored, click Next, and then click Finish. Now you can install Windows Virtual PC. Back at the same web page, enter the same information, and then click here to download Windows Virtual PC. Here, click Open, click Yes to install, and accept the license terms. After it's finished, you'll need to restart your PC. Now, you need to do some final configuring to set up Windows XP Mode before using it for the first time. Click the Start button, click All Programs, Windows Virtual PC, and then click Windows XP Mode. A wizard now guides you through the final setup process. I'll confirm where Windows XP Mode will store files, and then enter a password. Be sure to keep this checkbox selected unless you want to enter the password every time you run Windows XP Mode. Here, you can choose to use automatic updates to help protect Windows XP Mode. After just a few more minutes of setup, Windows XP Mode is running in its own window on the Windows 7 desktop. One more thing to note: antivirus software is not included in Windows XP Mode. Even if your computer running Windows 7 already has antivirus software, you should also install antivirus software in Windows XP Mode to help defend your computer against viruses. Now that Windows XP Mode is up and running, let's install an older program. I'll put the program's installation disk into my DVD drive. And then, in Windows XP Mode, I'll browse to the disk, double-click the setup file, and then install the program. Now, you can run the program in Windows XP Mode, but it'll probably be more convenient to run it just like you run all of your other programs, right in Windows 7. You'll need to close Windows XP Mode first before you open any Windows XP Mode programs in Windows 7. Then, click the Windows 7 Start button, browse to Windows XP Mode Applications, and then open the program. It'll run like any other program in Windows 7, with just a couple of minor differences. It won't have transparent borders, and it'll have a Windows Virtual PC button on the taskbar instead of its own button. But other than that, you can run it just like any other program installed in Windows 7. So if there's an older program from Windows XP that you can't live without, but you can't get it installed correctly in Windows 7, try Windows XP mode and enjoy the best of both worlds.